yes, Rio. Guess what? We won
What
a
you telling me?
game. Oh God, shameless. I don't care, man. They went down to 10 men after 5 minutes, and I don't care. But look, we'll discuss the game anyway. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. Ria, how you doing, man?
Um, I'm feeling probably how you're feeling. Ecstatic, ecstatic. The stress, the feeling. We can put our head on the pillow tonight, stress free. Wake up tomorrow knowing that our team's won a game. We won a game. Love it.
Oh God! All right, look, let's just get straight into it. Let me, Rebel. I know he's thanking Sanchez for the 3 points. Look, we did start quite aggressively. To be fair, I was quite shocked at how we did start the game. But I did say at home we seemed to be a different sort of animal. But Sanchez, after 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, gets himself sent off. I mean, obviously, Rebel, you're thanking Sanchez for the 3 points, but he had to try and stop Mbeumo somehow because Mbeumo would have gone past him and scored it into an
Hmm.
empty net. So I'm not saying it ruined the game because we got the points.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
can I
I,
say
I,
no? Yeah, go on.
I'm good mates with a Chelsea fan, so he was watching the game, and he sent me pictures like he'd got Domino's pizzas, everything ready to watch the game. He's put it on. And as soon as the Sanchez red card happened, he said he turned the game off. He said it's absolutely ruined his weekend. He called an absolute idiot. So yeah, I he's a fool. He's a fool. And Chelsea fans do not like him. Like he's got a mistaken. He's got that in him, what he did. So
Well, I mean, look, you got to think that we've beaten world champions. So yeah, we'll stick with that.
yeah.
Wise United fan, greetings all. Casemiro goes from hero to zero. We'll talk about that as well, obviously, because that's a real talking point. Double A, it's bigging us up, saying, "Yo, everyone, yeah, there we go. We beat the world champs, and yeah, we are. Let's be shameless. We're top half of the table. I'm going to leave that one up there for a little while. So
Yeah, we are.
the team that you put out, the selection. Obviously, Con was convinced that Lemons isn't going to start until after the international break. So Bayende started in goal. He started with Maguire, Delit, and Shaw. I was a bit disappointed that Euro didn't start, but
Agreed. Yeah.
obviously central midfield. Again, no Kobe, but we guessed that that would be it. So it was Casemiro and Bruno
Yep.
with Mazraoui. Was it Mazraoui?
Maz and
Yeah,
Dorgu.
Mazraoui and Dorgu. And then he obviously played Ahmad in his probably better position 10 with Mbeumo and Sesko. Obviously for the goal, the sending off, it was a flick on, long ball up by Bayinde, flick on by Sesko, and
Yep.
a run in behind by Mbeumo. Now I don't think he had much option. He didn't want him to pass. So look, obviously he gave the and he was sent off. I don't think there was much argument from the decision.
No, definitely not. No.
Okay. That then resulted in a free kick that we seem to waste. But we seem to. I don't know. It's weird. I'm watching the game and I want us to do more because we've got the 10 men. Because we've got the player. But Maresca made as soon as the sending off, he made 2 subs. People normally make 1.
He panicked. I've never seen a man panic so
What, you
quickly
think
before.
you think it was panicking?
Yeah, he panicked. I don't think he knew how to deal with the situation. I've never seen that happen before, ever. Like where a manager's made 2 substitutions like
Yeah.
that. Hooked Palmer off as well. Obviously,
No,
we
what
don't know if that
Palmer was.
was.
I think Palmer was injured. They
Yeah,
were
so
saying that
it must have been
yeah.
injury then. It must have been injury, but he weren't happy walking down the touchline. And then he come back, obviously. So yeah, I think Maresca lost his head. I think he generally lost his head. And then obviously the Cass red card happened, which we'll come to. And he already played his hand and he couldn't really readjust to our red card, thankfully.
Yeah, just about. I mean, first goal, obviously Bruno, it was a really, really tight offside and it took ages. I
Very.
mean, I thought this automated offside was supposed to be automated and supposed to speed up the decision, but it seemed to take a long time.
Yeah,
Goal was
that
given. Looking
that
back
was
at
a
it, it was
tight
a
one.
good move. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
that was a tight one. I think it was the sleeve. I think it was the sleeve that just about saved him, and then I think it was
Crazy.
Chalobah's back leg or Tossin's back leg, one of the two. Yeah, I thought it was off, but it went. We take it. We take
Yeah,
it.
listen, we take it. That put us 1-0 up. We then went 2-0 up. Casemiro header.
Yeah.
Again, not to say a tight offside, but he was unmarked for his header. Was it a Dorgu knockdown? Yeah, Dorgu
Luke
knockdown.
Shaw, I think. I think it was a Shaw that was Luke Shaw.
Was that the second? Oh god, no, yeah, because Shaw ran in.
Dorgu was the assist for Bruno, and then
Right.
Luke Shaw did some weird bunny
Yeah,
hop jump,
some
which
jumping.
worked.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
look, it worked. He worked.
it
He went
worked.
in there aggressively. Won his header. It fell to Casemiro, and Casemiro made it 2-0. We were cruising. I think we were cruising. I was thinking, okay, if we get a third, then we can start to relax. Just knowing maybe how the team in our lack of confidence. Obviously Casemiro got booked earlier on in the half, and then he made a tackle that I'm still not sure why. Yeah, I'm still not sure why.
That's just him. That's just him. I think he sees red, and the tackle he made was very good, but obviously he's groped the man, like to get the tackle off. So it's Casemiro, and then obviously he looks shocked afterwards. And I've seen people say it was a very harsh second yellow, and I was like, nah, I think it was a correct yellow.
Yeah, I think it was a correct. I just think it was a stupid tackle to make.
Yeah, yeah, it's an idiot, but he scored the goal. So
yeah, well, look, he did what he did. Second half, the changes he took off.
Šeško.
Yes, he took off Šeško, which I get it, because I think Mbeumo is a really good player. So I understand that. I thought it would, in my head, I thought it would have been Amad that was coming up.
Well, that's it. And again, it's gonna sound like I've got an agenda, excuse the pun, but Amad, I just can't. I know it's meant to be a positive one today, and we won the game, but I think a lot of why we struggled and to get over the line for the third goal was due to Amad. He frustrates the life out of me. I don't know how he stayed on.
Okay. Well, I mean, I thought for team balance, he would have been the one coming up. I knew Ugarte was going to come on. I knew it wasn't going to be Kobe just because
It's Kobe.
not. Yeah, it's not in that order. I'll be honest. I thought the game was going to finish 2-2. When we went down to 10 men, I worried. I really worried the whole of the second half. Chelsea dominated the ball. They dominated the play. Obviously, I've heard that this season they've had the most possession or second most possession so far in the game that they've played. So we were always going to be to a certain extent, always going to be chasing it. But the fact that we were 2-0 and we had the cushion and still didn't really want to play against 10 men, that was the part that kind of worried me. We had James whipping those balls in from the right a lot of the time, causing that sort of problem as well. So yeah, when they scored their first goal, I sat back and I convinced myself that we were going to concede the second one. And then when the game was finished, it was like just a huge sigh of relief. It wasn't a great performance. It wasn't a fantastic win. But it's 2 wins on the bounce at home. However you get them, you get them. Hopefully, things will improve. As I said, it doesn't change my opinion of him, but I want the team to win. I'm sick and tired of the lose, and you could see how fragile the mentality was when they went to 2-1. I don't think we're in the second half. I really looking at now, trying to remember if we had bits and pieces. I mean, subs wise, we've got players. That's the one thing that we do have. It looks like we've got, especially the attacking, that top end of the pitch, we've got that part of it covered. It's just the part that we seem to worry about. But is there anything you would have done differently, as in subs wise, or made players do, or starting more the starting lineup? What would you have done differently?
in terms of starting, to be honest, I weren't too fussed about it. I thought, okay, I accepted it. Yarrow, as you said at the beginning, was a bit of a surprise for me. I'm not sure why he, one bad performance and he's kind of been dropped, and I was like, okay, not too sure about that. But I think that it's a weird one. It's managers, you'd like them to be able to adjust when they need to adjust, and it's not every day we get a red card. So that's the first time we've seen Amram kind of adjust like that for a long time. Taking Shesko off again, I didn't agree with that. I'm not sure why you've taken off. When we play long ball, and he's ultimately the reason why we got the red card, because he did the flick on. So yeah, I don't know why he come off. And then weirdly, I know we kind of scream and shout about Bruno. Towards the end of the game, we took Bruno off when we could have done with him for those last 10 minutes. So I wouldn't have changed much. Again, it's a weird situation. We won the game, we got over the line, and it was a tough watch. Would that have been the same with 11 versus 11? Probably still. So we just made. I think our issue was we didn't get over the line before Cass got sent off, and that was my issue. And I think the opportunities in the final third, once again, were there. It was just down to decision making, the players.
Well, look, maybe the next game will change. Obviously we don't want to dwell too much on what's coming up, but we've got Liverpool in 2 games' time. We've got Brentford away, and we've got Sunderland at home. We have the opportunity to be on 13 points before we play Liverpool, which would be a nice figure to go in and have. I'm not sure what he does. I'm going to assume Agate is going to be playing the next game, but I'm glad we won. It's crazy. I'm glad we won. Maybe why do we have a but, Rio? Why do we have a but? Explain to me, man.
It's because of how we've done it. I think again, if we played good, you probably that but wouldn't be there. I think it's just how we've scammed again over the line. But again, at the same time, to be honest, I did think we'd win the game going into it. I generally thought we'd win the game, and as the first 5 minutes, we actually were okay. We showed a little difference, so positive signs. So yeah, we'll have to see.
We will have to see. We will see.
What I will say though, we are 1 point behind Chelsea at the moment, so it's not all doom and gloom just yet, and we're technically still ahead of Man City. So,
technically,
we take it.
I feel, look, we will take it. We will accept it. I just want to see what. I just want to see what more, and I want him to play the team that we want him to play.
Are you happy? That's the question. Are you happy going to sleep tonight?
Yes, 100%, Rio. This hasn't happened very often, bro. This hasn't happened very often. I've watched this whole game. I can sit down and watch Match of the Day now with no stress. You know what I mean? No drama. I'm a bitch. When we lose, I don't watch Match of the Day. When we lose, I won't watch it. So I'm going to be able to sit down, have a drink. I'll have a little white rum, my little Saturday night tipple, and I'm sit down and relax and enjoy watching, because the rest of
it. You should. You should.
United owe it to us. I like this one. Look,
that is true. He did have. To be honest, though, at the very end, they had a corner, and my heart was like, and he did a punch, and he punched the ball, and I was like,
it was 2 things. You know what? It's 2 things he did. He punched the ball, which was good, but when Reece James crossed the ball over, and he kind of, I don't know what. I'll have to see it again. I don't know where else he could have made the save.
I saw it the second time round, and yeah, exactly that. I saw that, and I saw it the second time round, and I was like, okay, James has and to be fair, I don't know why our wingers don't do this, and I think Amram wanted one of our players to fizz it across the box, but he fizzed it across the box, and yeah, I was like, why is he not cupped that in? Again, it was a heart in mouth moment. It's like but no, I'm not complaining. Be in there. Well done.
Well, look,
Uh,
at the moment, I'm gonna tell you what the table is. Yeah, I'm gonna be shameless with it. I'm gonna be shameless with it. Look, at the moment, we are current. Oh, we're currently in 10th because Fulham are winning. But you know what? It's cool, in it. We'll take that all day. You know, we're not 15th, we're not 14th, and we can look forward. We can enjoy the week's rest. And look forward to what's coming. Rio, is there anything else you want to shout out to before we disappear?
nope, nope. There's no more complaining from me. It's a happy Saturday night, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to the Arsenal Man City game tomorrow. Actually, see
Yeah,
how they crack on.
and you know it's gonna be interesting. Whichever way it goes, we can smile on the show next week, Friday.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Yeah, yeah.
Guys, look, before we go, for the price of a Freddo, for 3 Freddos, it's time's running out. It's 2 days left. Become a member. You got the chance to win a signed Brian Robson shirt. The giveaway is 100% on Monday. There's no if, ands, or buts. As I said, just be subscribe. So become a member. You got the chance to win that. That will be going out on Monday. Also, we're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. We might have to change that. We might get a little Christmas draw going on. But again, you have the opportunity to win one of this season's shirts. My favorite one is the black one. You can have a name of your choice and number of your choice as well. So if you are the lucky winner of that, you have the opportunity to win that as well. So before we go, I'm just going to say, Patrick Pillow, hi, Mr. B. How did we get on? How do we get on the Friday night show? All you have to do is become a member. Big man, that's the price of I should have said that as well, innit? You got the opportunity to come and join me and Rio on a Friday. Before we go, can we sack Aaron on Monday, please? Nope.
No.
See, 3 points tonight. Yeah, that's all we can be. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Will you have a show on the day you hit the? Yes, we will. We will. Will it be a celebration, everyone? Because it's taken us long enough to get there. But guys, look, we did say it was going to be a short one. I've got things to do. Rio's got things to do. I tell you what, I'm so glad. There you go. Listen, on a real. If you're not joking, Patrick, I actually thought you was on the wind up, bruv. There's no problem if you just look. I tell you what, if you want to get on, I'm gonna give you time to get a pen. The email address. Let me get this right. The email address is the Man United Agenda at gmail.com. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Let me type this in. This is the part that's going to take a little bit of time.
Wise United fan. 3 points in the bag. Let's get back to winning ways. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that chap in Spain as well with the long hair, I think he'd be looking forward to the next couple of fixtures as well.
Hey, listen, you never know, you know. You never know. And the thing is, it's crazy how that's gonna go, because he might want us to get to 4. He might not want us to get to 5, because he probably will have to cut his hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Email. See how long this is taking? Fucking hell. Sorry. Right, there it is. I've got it in there. Right. So that is the email. Yeah, that is the email address. If you just type that down or try and remember it, Patrick, then yeah, I have no problem. I'm I'm hopeless. Hold on. Let me get this right. Shut up, Rio. Just shut up. Right. That's the email address. Patrick, you are more than welcome to come on a Friday. I have absolutely no problem with that. Look, the email address is there. Do you reckon that was enough time for him to take the email address?
He said he's got it. He's got it.
Aye, lovely. Yeah, just email us, man, and I'll send out all the bits and pieces for you, man. Woo-hoo! We got to see, it's been a good day, guys. Look, enjoy. I'm gonna get pissed. Rio's gonna chill.
Maybe get pissed actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Get,
See?
get the good old whiskey out.
Yeah, listen, we're not condoning drinking. We're not saying that everybody should drink, but that's what I'm going to do, and that's what Rio's going to do. Guys, thanks for watching. We will be back on Monday.